Hello, fellow aficionados. In the middle of all the craziness, there's a silver lining waiting to pop up like a surprise in a cereal box. Think of it like this. You're standing tall while chaos is doing its thing all around you, but you're as cool as a cucumber, zen-like in the face of the storm. That's basically Stoicism in a nutshell. And today, we're taking a deep dive into that mindset together. Now, let's chat about the power of shushing, which is seriously underrated but packs a punch. It's not just about telling the world to zip it, it's about finding this inner calm that's louder than any shouting match. In our crazy, noisy world, being a silence master can be your secret weapon, turning chaos into clarity and random babble into meaningful words. We'll uncover how the ancient Stoics didn't see silence as just dead air, but as a ninja move for wisdom and resilience. So, if you're feeling like life's turning up the volume too much, if you're craving some chill vibes, or if you're just nosy about how less can actually be more, you're in the right spot. Let's dive into Stoic wisdom together, finding strength in the quiet moments and power in the pauses. If you're itching to level up your life with some Stoic smarts, smash that subscribe button and hang tight with us as we unlock the full potential of silence for inner peace and crystal clear thinking. Number 1. Quietness creates confusion for the adversary. Imagine a serene lake, so still it's like a mirror reflecting the world with absolute clarity. That's how powerful silence can be in our communication, throwing off our opponents and revealing our inner Stoic strength. Stoicism, all about finding peace within and mastering ourselves, teaches us that sometimes saying less actually says more. Backing this up, the Stoic dude Epictetus once dropped this wisdom bomb. We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we yap. Basically, it's a reminder that silence isn't just empty air. It's a golden opportunity to understand and reflect. When we prioritize listening over blabbering, we open up space for real connection and deep thoughts. When things get heated, silence becomes your secret weapon. Like a chess pro planning their next move, a Stoic player uses silence to craft thoughtful responses instead of just reacting. Marcus Aurelius, a big-shot Stoic emperor, advised, "When someone ticks you off, look in the mirror and check your own flaws. Then you won't stay mad." It's all about self-awareness and keeping your cool, disarming opponents and smoothing out conflicts like a boss. Silence isn't just about winning battles, though. It's also your ticket to inner peace and resilience, even when life gets crazy loud. Taking a breather for some quiet reflection helps you find your center and see through the chaos. Stoics call it ataraxia, this inner chill vibe that keeps you steady no matter what. By making silence a habit and listening more than you talk, you build up your mental muscle and handle tough times with style. Seneca, another Stoic bigwig, summed it up perfectly. Real happiness is being cool with what's happening now, without stressing about the future. Embracing silence lets you soak up the present and make choices that line up with your best self. Number 2, cut out distractions. Forget about all the distractions cluttering up your life. They're like sour notes in life's big symphony, throwing us off beat and muddying our thoughts. Stoicism, all about finding your inner chill and keeping a tight rein on yourself, teaches us that ditching distractions is key to having a clear head and a purposeful life. So let's dig into how kicking distractions to the curb is a big part of being Zen, inspired by the wise old Stoics. Picture a sculptor working away on a block of marble, totally zoned into the job. Every tap of the chisel is careful and exact, revealing the beauty hidden inside the stone. By kicking distractions to the curb, we chip away at all the noise in our lives, uncovering our true selves underneath it all. Seneca, one of those Stoic legends, put it perfectly. If you're everywhere, you're nowhere. Focus on where you are right now. It's a reminder to stay present and cut out anything pulling us away from the moment. Just like a calm lake without a ripple in sight, a mind free from distractions reflects the world with crystal clear clarity. Stoic tricks like meditation and deep thinking help us find this inner peace. Following Epictetus's advice to focus on what we can control and let go of the rest, we learn to ignore distractions that mess with our heads, leading to more peace and resilience. In conversations, kicking distractions to the curb means really listening and speaking with purpose. Stoics like Epictetus hammer home the importance of self-control and thoughtful speech. When we ditch distractions, we make space for real talks and genuine connections. Speaking less and listening more means our words carry more weight and meaning, building understanding and empathy in our relationships. Distractions don't just mess with our chats, they also get in the way of making smart choices and taking action. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic big shot, dropped this gem. The thing that's in the way is the way forward. Deep, right? It's a reminder that by ditching distractions, we turn roadblocks into chances to grow and move forward. Fellow aficionados, if you enjoy diving into the depths of Stoic wisdom with us, why not subscribe to the Daily Stoic 2.0 channel for more insightful content? Stay tuned for daily doses of Stoic inspiration and practical knowledge to help you navigate life with clarity and purpose. Subscribe now and join us on this journey of growth and resilience. Number 3. Quietness draws notice. In the never-ending buzz and babble of life, silence steps forward like a superhero of clarity and coolness. Stoicism, all about finding your zen and mastering yourself, shows us that embracing silence packs a serious punch, grabbing attention and earning respect. So let's dig into how being quiet becomes a superpower, inspired by the wisdom of the Stoics. Imagine a peaceful lake at dawn, reflecting the colorful sky above. In this serene scene, every little ripple and movement catches your eye, just like how silence shines through the chaos of our world. Seneca, the Stoic mastermind, dropped this truth bomb. Silence is a lesson learned through life's many punches. Basically, silence isn't just shutting up. It's a sign of inner strength and toughness. When it comes to chatting, silence becomes your secret weapon, drawing people in and building deeper bonds. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius knew the power of choosing your words wisely and letting silence do the talking. By saying less and picking your words carefully, you make space for real conversations and genuine connections. Silence lets you listen well and respond with clarity, making your words carry more weight and meaning. But silence isn't just handy in chit-chat. It's a game changer when things get tough. Epictetus, another Stoic legend, put it like this: "It's not what happens to you, but how you handle it that counts." This is all about keeping your cool and holding back when the going gets rough. When we face challenges with calm and grace, we show off our strength and earn respect from everyone around us. Just like a big storm brewing on the horizon, silence grabs attention and makes people sit up and take notice. Stoic tricks like meditation and deep thinking help us find this inner calmness. Marcus Aurelius, the big-shot emperor, dropped this truth bomb. The best revenge is not being like the person who did you wrong. This is all about holding back and staying silent when someone tries to mess with you. Number 4. Silence nurtures resilience. Silence isn't just empty air, it's the bedrock of our inner toughness, quietly shaping the landscape of our strength. Stoicism, all about mastering yourself and staying strong, shows us the serious power of shutting up and embracing the quiet. So let's dive into how silence becomes a rock-solid foundation for folks, taking cues from the wisdom of the Stoics. Think of a mighty oak tree standing firm in a storm, its roots digging deep into the ground. When we're quiet, our minds are like those resilient roots, keeping us steady and strong inside. Epictetus, one of the Stoic gurus, nailed it when he said, "People aren't upset by things, but by their perception of them." Basically, he's reminding us that having inner strength and staying cool is what really matters, and silence helps us get there. Silence, as a trait of those who don't blabber on, lets us get real cozy with ourselves. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about looking inward and knowing yourself. By embracing moments of quiet, we make space to think and figure ourselves out. This inner chat helps us understand our values, beliefs, and what we're aiming for, giving us the clarity and direction to tackle life head-on. Plus, silence makes our relationships stronger and our chats more meaningful. Seneca, another wise Stoic dude, told us to hang out with people who'll make you better. This means being mindful about who we spend time with and the power of quiet moments in deepening those connections. When we speak less and listen more, we show we care. building trust and understanding with the people in our lives. Think of silence like a training session for your inner toughness, just like a martial artist practicing their moves. Stoic tricks like meditation and staying present help us beef up our silent strength. Marcus Aurelius dropped this truth bomb. You control your mind, not outside events. Know this, and you'll be strong. It's a reminder that real strength comes from within, from mastering our thoughts and feelings, not from trying to control everything around us. Number 5, freedom from pride and arrogance. In the colorful quilt of human awesomeness, being humble is like the glow-in-the-dark thread. It stands out, but not in a flashy way, more like a quiet nod of wisdom. Stoicism, all about knowing yourself and staying chill inside, tells us that keeping quiet can be a sign of being down to earth. So let's peek into how being a no-show at the Pride Parade makes you a Stoic superstar. Picture a grand mountain, all majestic and towering, but not shouting from the rooftops about it, just doing its thing. Similarly, ditching the pride lets us stick to our guns without needing a round of applause. Epictetus, the Stoic mastermind, hit the nail on the head with this one. You can't learn if you think you know it all. Translation: arrogance blinds us to chances to grow and learn, like refusing to ask for directions and ending up lost in the woods. Silence, as a side dish to speaking less, usually comes with a side of humility. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about keeping it real and knowing your limits. By holding back on the bragging and self-promotion, we build a humble vibe that people actually dig. Humility helps us admit when we're wrong and gives us room to get better at stuff. Plus, ditching the pride lets us take life in stride, no stress or drama needed. Seneca, another Stoic bigwig, laid it out plain and simple. Happiness is chilling in the present, not freaking out about what's next. This means letting go of our big ego-driven dreams and just enjoying the ride as it happens. When we ditch the pride, we find freedom and peace inside. Think of humility like a quiet breeze carrying the scent of flowers. It's there, doing its thing, but not begging for applause. Stoic tricks like looking inward and being honest with yourself help us rock that humble vibe. Marcus Aurelius gave us this gem. The best comeback is not acting like the person who ticked you off. Translation: staying cool and humble when life throws you a curveball is the real winner move. Number 6, thoughtful and respectful consideration for others. Picture a calm pond, so still it's like a mirror reflecting the world around it with perfect peace and clarity. Similarly, being thoughtful and caring towards others acts like a mirror, showing off the warm and fuzzy side of Stoicism. So, let's dive into how this quality sets apart those who don't yap too much, taking cues from the wise old Stoics. Stoicism teaches us that real strength isn't about how loud we talk, but how much we care about others. Epictetus, one of the Stoic big shots, was all about empathy, saying, "If you want to be a writer, write." Translation: actions speak louder than words, especially when those actions are filled with kindness and consideration, leaving a sweet mark on the people around us. Being kind and considerate starts with listening up and really feeling for others. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about understanding and showing compassion. By keeping quiet and tuning in more, we give others the space to open up, to share their ups and downs, and to feel like they matter. This caring approach builds strong connections and makes our relationships real winners. Plus, being thoughtful means putting others' well-being before our own ego or wants. Seneca, another Stoic genius, laid it out straight. Anywhere there's a person, there's a chance to be kind. This means little acts of kindness can make a big difference, spreading good vibes and making the world a better place. When we talk less and show kindness, it sets off a chain reaction of positivity that reaches far and wide. Think of kindness like a little light in a dark room, guiding the way to understanding and compassion. Stoic tricks like staying mindful and reflecting on ourselves help us rock that caring vibe. Marcus Aurelius gave us this gem. The best comeback is not acting like the person who ticked you off. Translation: when life throws curveballs, responding with kindness and grace beats holding on to grudges any day. Number 7, the skill of active listening. Imagine a peaceful forest at the crack of dawn, where every little rustle and chirp cuts through the quiet like a bell. Similarly, the fine art of really listening comes to life in folks who aren't big on blabbering, following the vibes of Stoicism. So, let's dive into how this skill sets apart those who put understanding and empathy first, taking a leaf out of the Stoic book. Stoicism puts a spotlight on being all ears and taking a good look inside. Epictetus, the wise old Stoic, hit us with this gem. We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth so we can listen twice as much as we yap. Translation: listening hard is where the real magic happens. When we zip it and tune in, we make space for understanding and bonding, building solid relationships and earning some serious street cred. Getting good at listening starts with being totally in the moment, giving others our full attention. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about tuning in. By staying present and really tuning into what someone's saying, words, tone, even their body language, we get a backstage pass to their thoughts and feelings. This empathetic vibe builds trust and understanding, turning up the volume on our connections. Plus, being a top-notch listener means leaving judgment at the door and being cool with different perspectives. Seneca, another Stoic legend, dropped this wisdom bomb. We're usually more scared than hurt, and we suffer more from what we think might happen than what actually does. This is all about putting yourself in someone else's shoes and being chill about it. When we stop yakking and start listening, we create a space where people feel safe to be themselves without worrying about getting judged or grilled. Think of active listening like being a rock star musician who can pick up every little riff and rhythm in a tune. Stoic tricks like meditation help us get in the zone. Marcus Aurelius served up this gem. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. This means digging deep and getting the real deal through listening, instead of just flapping our gums. Number 8. The practice of reflective wisdom. In the big world of being smart and mastering yourself, taking a good hard look inside shines like a spotlight of wisdom and understanding. Stoicism, all about thinking things through and digging deep, tells us that talking less and letting reflective thinking run the show is a sign of being seriously smart and insightful. So let's dive into how this skill sets apart folks who are all about chewing over life's big questions and growing from the inside out, taking notes from the Stoic playbook. Stoicism schools us on the importance of looking inwards and thinking deep thoughts to get wise. Epictetus, the Stoic guru, dropped this truth bomb. A smart dude doesn't get hung up on what he doesn't have, but celebrates what he does. Translation: taking time to reflect helps us see the good stuff we've got and feel grateful for it. By cutting back on the chit-chat and spending some quality time with our thoughts, we figure out what really matters to us and where we want to go. Getting good at reflective thinking means hitting pause before we react and really thinking about the consequences of our actions. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about careful consideration. By staying mindful and keeping our impulses in check, we learn to handle situations with cool heads and clear minds, instead of just flying off the handle. This calm approach helps us make smart choices and keeps us feeling zen inside. Plus, reflective wisdom is all about learning from our screw-ups and growing from them. Seneca, another Stoic legend, saw it like this: we're usually more scared than hurt, and we suffer more from what we imagine might happen than what actually does. This means taking a step back and learning from our mistakes instead of just freaking out about them. By talking less and tuning into our inner thoughts, we get a sneak peek into what makes us tick and where we need to level up. Think of reflective wisdom like a calm lake, reflecting the stars above. It helps us see ourselves clearly and understand our place in the grand scheme of things. Stoic tricks like writing in a journal and meditating help us get into that reflective groove. Marcus Aurelius had this killer advice: you control your mind, not what happens around you. Remember that, and you'll be unstoppable. This means focusing on what's in our power to change and getting stronger from the inside out through reflective thinking. Number 9. Strength in the face of challenges. In life's roller coaster ride, bouncing back from tough times and facing challenges head-on are like having a superhero duo by your side: resilience and adversity. Stoicism, all about staying tough on the inside and taking life's curveballs in stride, tells us that not blabbing away can actually show how tough we are when things get rough. So, let's dive into how these qualities set apart the cool kids who follow Stoic wisdom with a few laughs along the way. Stoicism gives a big thumbs up to staying strong and keeping your cool when life throws you a curveball. Epictetus, the wise old Stoic dude, dropped this gem. Don't try to control what happens, but roll with the punches, and you'll be just fine. Translation: rolling with the punches means taking whatever life dishes out with a smile and a shrug. By keeping quiet and focusing on our inner strength, we become like those cool cucumbers who can handle anything that comes our way. Being resilient in tough times means seeing challenges as chances to grow and learn. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about looking inside and seeing what makes us tick. By talking less and listening more to our inner voice, we learn from our mistakes and become stronger. This reflective vibe helps us turn setbacks into stepping stones to becoming better versions of ourselves. Plus, bouncing back from tough times teaches us the importance of sticking with it and not giving up. Seneca, another Stoic superstar, wrote, "Hard times make us tough, like hitting the gym makes us buff." Translation: tough times are like mental workouts that make us stronger and better equipped to handle whatever comes our way. By not gabbing away and putting our energy into positive action, we become like those superheroes who never give up, no matter what. Think of resilience in tough times, like being a mighty oak tree standing tall in a storm. It might sway, but it won't break. Stoic tricks like staying mindful and accepting life's ups and downs help us get that resilient mindset. Marcus Aurelius gave us this golden nugget. Happiness is all about what's going on inside your head. This means focusing on the bright side and keeping our thoughts positive, even when life throws us a curveball, making us tough as nails inside. At number 10, quietness during negotiations. In the tricky world of negotiations, staying silent can be your secret weapon, speaking volumes without saying a word. Stoicism, all about keeping a cool head and mastering yourself, tells us that knowing when to zip it and embrace the quiet can give you a serious edge. So let's dive into how this silent strategy sets apart the pros who live by Stoic rules. Picture a pro archer, steady as a rock, waiting for just the right moment to let loose the arrow. In negotiations, silence is like our trusty bowstring, helping us aim our strategy just right and hit the mark every time. Epictetus, the wise old Stoic dude, once dropped this nugget. Silence is golden. Translation: sometimes saying nothing at all is the smartest move. Holding back info or reactions during negotiations can give you a leg up and keep you in control. Silence during negotiations pulls double duty. First off, it lets us listen up and soak in all the juicy details. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about paying attention and sizing up the situation. By keeping quiet and tuning in during negotiations, we get the inside scoop on what the other side wants and needs, helping us steer the conversation and land on win-win deals. Plus, a bit of quiet time adds an element of mystery and keeps everyone on their toes. Seneca, another Stoic heavyweight, put it like this: luck is what happens when you're ready to grab it. Translation: being ready and having a plan are key in negotiations. By using silence strategically, we create openings to shape the conversation, influence the outcome, and come out on top. And let's not forget, staying silent shows confidence and coolness under pressure. Marcus Aurelius dropped this truth bomb. Don't waste time talking about being a good person. Just be one. This means walking the talk and bringing your A game, even in negotiations. When we speak less and choose our words wisely, people listen up and take us seriously, leading to better deals and smoother sailing. This brings us to embrace the silence. In life's chaotic orchestra, where everyone's yelling their parts, there's something oddly powerful about shutting up and soaking in the silence. Stoicism, all about mastering yourself and staying chill, says that keeping mum can actually make you seem like a genius with nerves of steel. So let's dive into how this Zen-like quality makes Stoics stand out in the crowd, with a bit of Stoic wisdom thrown in for good measure. Stoicism hypes up silence as a secret weapon for getting your head straight and staying cool under fire. Epictetus, the Stoic guru, once dropped this truth bomb. If someone talks smack about you, don't freak out. Just think they probably don't know the half of it. Translation: When life throws shade your way, stay cool as a cucumber. By keeping quiet, you show you're the boss of your own emotions, not some drama queen. Being silent doesn't just mean zipping it. It's about tuning in and paying attention without jumping to conclusions. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius were all about keeping it real and knowing yourself inside out. By biting your tongue and opening your ears, you pick up on all sorts of juicy insights into your own thoughts and feelings. This self-awareness makes you sharper than a tack when it comes to making big life decisions. And let's not forget, embracing the quiet lets you live in the moment like a boss. Seneca, another Stoic heavyweight, said it best. Happiness is kicking back and enjoying the now, no stressing about tomorrow. Translation: soak up the silence and let the present moment wash over you like a warm hug. By staying hush and taking in the peace around you, you'll feel happier than a clam at high tide. Think of silence like a calm pond reflecting the serenity of Stoic wisdom. Stoic tricks like meditation and deep thinking help you tap into this quiet strength. Marcus Aurelius dropped this gem. Stop yakking about being a good person and just be one. This means actions speak louder than words, so let the silence do the talking. Thanks for joining us on this Stoic adventure. Remember, keep calm and embrace the quiet. There's magic in the stillness.